Well, the Chicago Bulls fall to the New York Knicks 100 to 116, and it has been right out there for everybody. Nikola Vucevic has been missed.
Yes.
And what the hell is going on with Javon Carter? You know we're going to talk about it. But you got to hear the music first. Cognac, gang. Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm with my dog, CDubb. How you doing, boy?
And I'm feeling great, man. What's up, man? What a bad
Man, it
loss.
is what it is. Well, the Chicago Bulls, after the loss against the New York Knicks, have now lost their last 3 out of 4 games. CDubb. They lost 120 to 104 to the Pacers. They got stumped while Joel Embiid ate Jolly Ranchers on Tuesday, and on Wednesday they got stumped again by the New York Knicks. And I'm right here to let everybody know Nikola Vucevic is a guy who received a lot of criticism. I'm guilty of that. A lot of y'all are as well. So argue with your mama. But as of right now, this guy has been missed, bro.
Yeah,
CDubb, do you agree or disagree?
absolutely. And I'm definitely one of the ones that was real critical of him, especially on the defensive end. But you know what they missed from him most of all is his offensive skill on the floor. Him making those passes, him scoring in the post, him shooting his threes. They just missing Nick Vooch right now. Andre Drummond is out there trying to perform a valiant effort, but that's like the only big man we have, bro. And like teams are starting to get physical with us, starting to get Andre Drummond in foul trouble, and they just weighing us out in the paint. So as soon as we can get Vooch back, the better, bro. It's really we have really no chance if you putting Terry Taylor in there trying to guard Joel Embiid and even Hartenstein, which is crazy because he had an unbelievable game. Can't even box him out.
Couldn't even box him out. And I think that's a coaching issue. I understand that Billy Donovan, for the most part of the 15 games that the Bulls played, they played pretty damn well. A lot of things went well for the Chicago Bulls. But then at the same time, if you're looking at Billy Donovan, we got to hold him accountable because he is the guy that's running the ship. He is the guy that's driving the car, or at least directing and giving the direction on where the car should go. So he got to receive the smoke. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to receive the praise, you got to take the criticism. And that's where the criticism comes in. Against Joel Embiid, there's no way you put a 6'4" Terry Taylor out there. Against a 7-footer against the New York Knicks, you don't put a guy out there that's 6'4". I don't give a fuck if he was 300 pounds, CDubb.
Yeah.
He's still 6'4".
Yeah.
He's still 6'4", going against 7-footers. You're too small.
Too
I don't
small.
care.
Bro.
You might weigh up there with some of those guys, but you won't have the height to compete
Yeah.
with these guys. And I
And
think
can I
that's
add
why.
on to that real quick before you finish? I also don't like Alex Caruso on Julius Randle a lot like that too. I don't even think he'll play next game on Friday, Alex Caruso. Go ahead.
Yeah, and me personally, I thought Billy Donovan with that whole Alex Caruso stuff. I think Billy Donovan was trying to get cute. He seen that oh, it's off the top of my head. I was just thinking about it. It was one of the last games the Knicks played. They had one of the larger wing defenders on Jalen Brunson. Billy Donovan was like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna put Patrick Williams on Jalen Brunson." When you have an exceptionally great defender in Alex Caruso who can pretty much slow him down, or at least, you know what I'm saying, give his best effort on him, and you allow Patrick Williams to stick somebody with the size and who has been going off. But back on to Nikola Vucevic, I just think that the most important thing that the Bulls missing is another guy that can create his own shot, or another guy that can be consistently good to get you enough 15, 16, 7, up 15 plus points on any given night. That's Nikola Vucevic, and the passing ability was missed as well. And look, I said it on one of the daily episodes. Andre Drummond, with the position that he's been in, he's going to have to account for 2 guys.
Yes.
Not just himself, two guys when it comes to the rebounding battle, bro. Because you putting a guy in at 6'4" and Terry Taylor, it's not gonna happen. We know on any given night, Nikola Vucevic is going to give you 10, and Drummond is going to give you a solid 10. Drummond has to go out and get you damn near 20 rebounds by himself, CDubb.
Yep. Yep.
That's
And
not sustainable.
it's not. And we understand the situation. Vooch is hurt.
Right.
I probably wanted to see some more Sanagu. Why not just give him a chance? You probably think he green. Billy knows better than all of us because he see him in practice and everything. But he got the size, dude. I think he just going out there having Sanogo go out there to try is be better than Terry Taylor, bro. I think it'll be better than Terry Taylor. At least he got the size. Vooch is missed, man. I think this is the first time I was like, damn, we need Vooch out there. That's when I thought that came in my head while I was watching this game, bro. I never thought it would come to my head like, damn, we need Vooch. But we do. Vooch brings a double-double. He can shoot that thing. He got a couple post moves. Hey, man, this may have been a different game with Nick Vooch out there. So hurry up and get back, Vooch. Hurry
For
up.
real. And I tell you one thing, it was a shot that Andre Drummond took literally probably like 3 feet away from the rim, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
supposed to be a little floater.
Yeah.
Vooch typically don't miss those.
No, he don't
Typically.
miss that. That's his
I don't
shot.
know. I don't know if it's Andre Drummond's form or something like that, but sometimes or most of the time when he does miss, the ball is going in and then out. I don't know if he doesn't, if it's a lack of touch or something like that. But you see Nikola Vucevic do things like that, and most of the time it goes in versus when Nikola Vucevic is doing the pick and pop, and you be like, "Come on, Vooch, you know you ain't finna hit it, bro."
Oh,
you
no.
know, but it's just a little smack talk. But he definitely is missed as of right now because the Bulls, you see the young guys try, but as hot as those young guys was, young guys typically fall back into their inconsistent ways, right? Am I
Yeah,
right or am I wrong on that? Like,
most of the
what are your
time.
thoughts on that?
I think most of the time, rookies and young guys, they fall back to their um not right ways of playing basketball. They fall back into not playing basketball the right way. Uh you see Ayo Dusumu, he's so inconsistent out there. Um he had a couple times where he really could have changed the momentum of the game. He didn't set his feet. He quickened his shot. He wasn't patient with his jump shot. So yeah, it's just a little hard time. 2-game losing streak, 3 of the last 4. We do got reinforcements on the way. Um, so let's see if the Bulls can get back to these December days because it will be easy to fall back into a November Chicago Bulls team or
Facts.
October Chicago Bulls team.
Facts. And you definitely don't want it to go down that route. And I gotta go ahead and include this before we move on to Javon Carter, because I got something to say about him. But CDubb, this is what I was talking about, at least in the grand scheme of things, when I dropped the daily yesterday. I pretty much said that, hey, look, I understand that the Bulls were trash with players like Zach LaVine in the lineup, but you need playmakers and guys that can get their own shot in these lineups to put together games like the last 2 games against Philly and then against the New York Knicks. When things get tough, who can rise to the occasion and say, "All right, cool, give me the keys. I'm finna get us from point A to point B." And a lot of people, they didn't feel it. Some people did, but it was my take, and I'm gonna stand on it, bro. You need players, regardless if you want to keep them for the long term. At least for right now, you need your people in this lineup. That includes Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine.
Yeah, I agree with you, nephew. It's definitely all hands on deck. I still think he probably gets traded, but one is he's
Right.
still on the roster, put his
Mm-hmm.
ass on the court. I did think that he would break up the chemistry. I did say that. I can own up to that. But I think that the league is catching up to Kobe White. They starting to guard him kind of differently. He's still getting out there scoring close to 20 points a game, but it's
Right.
tougher for him.
Yep.
So he just needs some stress relief. And I think Zach LaVine will be perfect for that, for stress relief.
For sure. So y'all let us know, man. Y'all let us know down below. Did y'all miss Nikola Vucevic at all? Because I know I missed him a little bit, at least the last few games, to be like, man, this is Andre Drummond. He trying. I can't be mad. Andre
Yeah.
Drummond is trying. but it's only so much he can do, especially when
Yeah.
his backup is 6'4".
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who the fuck
But
picked him?
let's get on. It's time to cook, CDubb. Javon Carter.
Woo,
What the hell is this, bro?
bro.
What the hell is this? Me personally, I gotta go out on a limb, bro. I've always wanted Kobe White to be the starting point guard for the Chicago Bulls to know to get an opportunity to see if this is something they can do long term. And that's still a question out there. We know it's been up and down. It was good, a little up and down, good for a period of time, and now up and down again. So the question still for the long term is still a little bit questionable. But at some point, with the way that the Bulls was talking, they really had me thinking that Javon Carter could be a starter for the Bulls. God damn. I can't be so, boy, I was so damn stupid, boy.
Bro.
This
Yo,
man has been a huge disappointment, CDubb.
yes.
Last 15 games while the Bulls doing what they doing, 5 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, under 30% from the field, 30% from the three. Just abysmal. A big disappointment, bro. A huge disappointment for anything that I thought this guy can be able to do. Thinking that he was going to be the hometown kid to come in and represent the hometown kids the right way. And it ain't been nothing but disappointment, bro. And that's just what it is. I ain't saying you got to bench him, but damn, is it getting real close to not wanting to play the guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro. Like,
Lord.
Joe, this is really sad. And then when I look at the situation, I'm like, damn, I got like, did y'all just sell us a lemon, Milwaukee Bucks? Cause when you look at this is the question I want to ask. Did the Chicago Bulls do their research on Javon Carter? Because before he had that season in Milwaukee Bucks with 8 points per game and shooting 42% from three, he was averaging 5 points per game, 3 points per game, 4 points per game, 5 points per game, 4 points per game. Ain't nothing like that that'll be like, okay, he's getting it together. That sounds like to me that's gonna be his career: 4 points, 3 points, 5 points per game for his career. And then he jumped all of a sudden because of jumping minutes to 22 minutes per game. He jumped up to 8, and the Bulls like, oh, maybe if he played, he played over here, he can give us more over here because we need it. But we've got absolutely nothing. My problem, what I've been saying about Javon Carter, he cannot get his shot up. And it's really amateur that he can't get his shot up in the NBA. If you can't get your shot off in the NBA, you are not an NBA player. I don't care who you are. If you a big man, you can't shoot a hook shot, you can't hook it, you can't dunk it, you can't lay it in, you don't belong in the NBA. If you a guard or forward playing on the perimeter, you can't get your shot off, you don't belong in the NBA. Now, I ain't saying you don't belong in the NBA, Javon Carter, but it's starting to look like it, bro. In the last 10 games, you shot over 500%, over 50%, one game after Christmas against the Atlanta Hawks, 4 for 6. Come on, bro. I thought that's what they brought you here for shooting and defense. And when I say defense, okay, you got 4 steals in one game against the 76ers that just passed, but you shot 3 for 11. So, he got to get it together or he going to be one of the biggest Chicago Bulls bust in a long time, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be one of the worst signings in a long time. So because it's just, bro, it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. I know it's right now when you see the Chicago Bulls, we was on this great run. Everybody is on clicking. Everything is good. We like, man, the team. Look, don't get me wrong. The team was playing better without Zach LaVine in the lineup, and this is not about Zach LaVine. But once
Mhm.
the injuries started to fall, the walls started to drop, and you see the flesh for what it really is at this point. And the Bulls, they can always right their wrongs. But as of right now, the coaching hasn't been that good. The players seem like they reverted back to themselves before all the winning started to happen. And I'm just trying to see if these guys can just dig themselves out of another hole. This is a long season. It's an up and down season. Let's make that clear first, ladies and gentlemen. But when it comes to this specific player, let's keep it a buck. When the Bulls were winning, he still wasn't doing shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Still
he
wasn't doing nothing.
low key. He really
It
wasn't
was
on
the
nothing.
other guys.
Yeah.
I can. It's really, really clear. I can say Ayodo Sumu was better.
Yep.
Torrey Craig was better.
Yep.
Alex Caruso is still probably the best damn player on the team for a whole season.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the season in totality, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
The
But
other was
like,
doing Javon Carter was at the tail end of things. It was
yeah,
the others doing stuff. You
yeah.
want him to be a part of this because he's one of the veterans that you count on. But how long you gonna sit there and wait for one of your veterans to get their act together? At
You
some
can't.
point, Billy Donovan, you got to look at the young players that you got.
Dalen Terry, yeah. And you can't count on nothing. How could you count nothing? He's not giving you anything. He's turning the ball over. He's shooting pitiful. And we thought he was a bulldog defensively. He is not.
He's a cone right now.
He a cone. And is it now, nephew? Could it be that the offense he missing so many shots is that affecting his defense? That might be the case here. I'll
I
just
don't
give
give a.
him that nugget. I'm gonna
I
give him
don't.
that nugget.
I'm not giving him that, bro.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just said that might be the reason it's affecting his
I don't.
defense.
You know me. You
I know.
know. I don't want to hear none of that
It's
because,
it.
bro, you can come out literally and drop 20 in one game. You defending, you offensive, but everybody knows. Everybody knows. No matter what sport you play, you're going to have that day. Football, if you're the running back, you're not getting over 100 yards on one, at least some games, depending on one level. On basketball, it's going to be a game where you don't drop 25. But how do you affect the game in other ways? He can still, you can go out there and defend your ass off. You can go out there and play make. You can go out there and help create things for others. So I don't want to hear that, hey, the shot's not falling. Maybe it's, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he can't contribute on defensive end. Because I see Kobe White do it all the time. During his slump, we can still legit come up here and say, Kobe White is still playmaking, at least at the best of his abilities. He still got growth to do. He got ways to grow in that for sure. But he's still been solid defensively.
Yep.
With the shots not falling. No excuses for Javon Carter, bro. No excuses.
No excuses for Javon Carter. I think he still has a chance. If we gonna be fair, we gave Kobe and Zach LaVine probably gonna get another chance. It's up to him though, because we ain't finna cut it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna call it like you see it. You've been trash. You still got a chance to turn it around. It's a long season. We still ain't got to All-Star break yet. So it's up to you, big dog. It's
definitely up to him, and we'll see what happens. But as of right now, he's been a huge disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
A huge disappointment, bro.
Worst on the team.
For sure. On the team. You got anything left, bro?
Ooh, Friday gonna be a day. I can't wait till Friday. Oh, my God. Is Zach gonna play? We gonna see.
We shall see. But hey, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. Make sure if you tuned in with us today that you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you want to sound off on your Chicago Bulls, the number is right there for you in the middle. 773-242-9219. It's another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. I'm Bobby. That's CDubb. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Have a good day. Cognac. Gang.